thing. Hold on. If here's it. It is possible to not hit one of them, but you can't not hit both. You have to hit at least one if you draw a line. So how could I draw a line where it does not hit the x-axis? How could I do that? What kind of line would I need to draw if I'm not allowed to hit the x-axis?
Parallel line.
Parallel to what?
To X.
To the x-axis? I'm glad you said parallel line, because that's really what I wanted to end with today. You mean draw a line that would be horizontal like this, right?
Correct.
Then if you draw a horizontal line that is parallel to this line, it won't ever hit this x-axis, right? It would hit the y-axis, wouldn't it? But it wouldn't hit the x. And then what about a line that would only hit the x-axis but never hit the y? Vertical line, right? So this would be vertical. Vertical. Horizontal. You can remember horizontal, horizon. Horizontal line. Okay? So when it comes to lines, you have really three possibilities. You either are vertical, horizontal, or something like this, right? So if you're not vertical and you're not horizontal, then you must hit both. Do you understand that? You must hit both if you're not vertical or horizontal. Okay, last thing. By the way, I have class at 1 o'clock after this, and it's a Zoom class, and I'm doing it from home. So as soon as I'm done here, like you'll see me, I'm flying out of here. And that's because I got to get home for my Zoom class. All right, so last thing I want to talk to you about in the next 3 minutes, 4 minutes is this. I heard parallel lines. I want someone to explain to me, as if I've never heard of parallel lines before, what two parallel lines are. You want to describe it verbally to me. Lines that never touch. Anyone else have anything they want to add to that? Is that a good definition for you? Two lines that never touch. Sound good? Yeah, that's a good definition. Okay. So if any of you have ever looked back at history, like art history, looked at like cave, anyone into art here? Anyone like drawing or anything? No artists in here? A little bit?
Horrible at it, but I like it.
Okay, you like it, yeah. So you've seen cave drawings, right? Like pictures on caves that humans did many thousands of years ago. And they weren't very good at drawing, were they? I mean, like kind of childish drawings, right? Stick figure stuff. I mean, our drawings now are much better, right? So there's a reason why, and it has to do with math, all right? That the reason why drawings are better. And let me try and explain it to you in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You say no, two parallel lines can't hit each other, right? We all agree with that, right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to draw a street with some buildings next to it, all right? And then y'all can tell me how good you think my drawing is. Okay, here it is. I wish we could do a poll. Just a quick poll. I'd like to see like scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like super impressive, 1 being like the worst, stick figure. It's a road with some buildings on the side, right? You can see it. Yes. It's pretty good, right? Thank you. All right, so it's obviously like a top view, right? We're looking from the sky down. I want you to notice that all my parallel lines are following the rule, right? These lines are parallel, and so they don't hit each other. This dashed thing in the middle should be parallel, so they never hit. These edges of the building are parallel, they never hit, right? So we're following the rules of what you've learned in your life, right? Okay, so now I'm going to draw it again, but in a different way. Here it comes. I have to go fast because I'm out of time, really. Ooh, not very good. Not very good. I'm trying to be quick here. Better? Better, yes? That looks more like what it would really look like, right? So I'm trying to trick your eyeballs, right? I'm trying to take a flat sheet of paper and make your eyes think that there's depth to it, even though there's not. To do that, I had to break that fundamental rule that we just agreed two parallel lines have to follow, right? In real life, these lines in real life are parallel, right? But if I want to trick your eyeballs to think that it's what you'd really see, then I must actually do something completely opposite. Every line that's parallel actually has to intersect at a single point. So these two lines are parallel, they have to go here. And all these edges of these buildings are all headed to the same place. Anyone who's ever done any art drawings, this is actually has a name to it at this point. Anyone know what it's called? It's called the vanishing point. Okay? It's called the vanishing point. It's basically infinity out there. And so the reason I'm bringing this up, I'm out of time, is because I agree, two parallel lines will never hit each other in this class. But that's because we follow a certain type of geometry called Euclidean geometry. It's not the only geometry out there. And if you want to draw things three-dimensionally, you have to break the rules. So we are going to study lines. We're going to stick to that. But I just thought this is an interesting thing because it's kind of like this idea of a fish bowl. Y'all can start packing up. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I call this the fish bowl idea. Here's a table with a fish bowl with a fish in it, right? There's my little fishy. That fish has no idea that I have a dog in the backyard, right? This fish has no concept of the dog in the backyard. Agreed? Its universe is that bowl. And so this geometry that you're learning, everything you learn in this class, all these rules we learn, that's this geometry. But you are a fish in a fish bowl. And this isn't like, I'm not being derogatory, I'm just saying you have to understand that there is a whole universe of mathematics outside of this where we can do very, very powerful things, but you have to be willing to go outside the bowl. So this is one bowl, there's a lot of bowls in the universe. All right, y'all go. Thank you for being here. I was really dreading I was going to show up and there'd be like 2 people here. So thank you for coming, and I will see you again on Thursday, right?
Yep.
Okay, have a great day, everyone.